welcome you all. I'll spend few minutes today explaining the basic truth of what I want to explain. This is a wisdom from yoga science. After the explanation, I'll request some questions from you all. We'll analyze the concepts through your questions. Then we'll have a small technique to experience the truth of what I am expressing. So it's a three-part we'll do. First, I'll try to explain the basic concept, the truth. Then we'll have question answers. Then we'll have a technique to experience the intellectual understanding. First few words about this leader consciousness. What do you mean by the word leader consciousness? See, we all work to achieve the status of the leader, but we forget something called state of the leader. Status of the leader is related to society. If there are so many people under you, you became leader. Status is not something related to you. State is something related to you. Status comes from the society. State comes from within. Unless we achieve the state, just achieving status will harm you and others. See, all problems in the corporate world, in the personal level or the interpersonal level. The personal level, stress, too much of depression, unnecessary worries, insecurity, everything. And in the interpersonal level, the backbiting, politics or whatever problems we have, the relationship level, everything is just because we achieve the status without achieving the state. Without achieving the state, we just achieve the status. Then all the problems just follows us. What do I mean by the word state? What do I mean by the word leader consciousness? The power to respond spontaneously, the power to live every moment, the power to live in this moment, power to process information and take decisions. I always tell people, responding spontaneously is real responsibility. When you are able to respond spontaneously without the load of the past, you will be the leader. You will be able to lead your life. First thing, leader is not a person who manages things. Manager is different, leader is different. If you are just having the status of the leader without the state, you will be managing. You will be just holding on to your seat. You will be trying hard to catch your seat and to keep people under you. But leading is totally different. Leader consciousness is totally different. Let me give you a simple explanation or a presentation from yoga science, how our mind works, how we can achieve the leader consciousness. Then we'll analyze this concept through your questions. Let me explain how we receive information through our senses and process it and take decisions. First, you see something through your eyes. I am taking the example of eye. You can replace it the ear or nose or touch or anything, any sense. I am taking the example of eye. You see something through the eye. The next step, the information goes to a part called chakshu. In Sanskrit we call it as chakshu. Just like DSP, digital signal processor in computer. How if you get a picture in web camera, the whole scene is converted into digital signals. Just like that, whatever you see or hear is converted into biosignals in our system. that file only can be processed, whether it is audio or scene or anything. In the computer, first it will be converted into digital signal. Digital signal file only can be used for any processing. Same way, whatever you see is converted as a biosignal in Chakshu. In Sanskrit we call that part as Chakshu, just like DSP. And the next, from DSP, file moves to a portion called Chitta, just like memory. The file goes to memory. In memory, what we do, we start the process of elimination. We start analyzing. This is not, this is not, this is not. For example, now you are seeing me. This scene, let us take the example of this scene. You are seeing me. First, this picture is taken by your eyes. The eyes are transferring the material to DSP. The DSP is converted into a biosignal, and the file goes to memory. Memory starts the elimination process. First it says, this is not a tree, this is not a stone, this is not an animal. The elimination process happens. Then the file moves to the mind. Manas, we call in Sanskrit Manas. The file goes to the mind. In the mind, the identification process starts. This is it, this is it. You start identifying, he is a human being, he is a young man, he is taking a session on yoga, he is teaching us meditation. Identification starts. After the identification, the whole process, till this end, the process is conscious. Till this end, the process is conscious. After the identification, the file goes to ego. After the identification, file goes to ego. Ego decides what am I supposed to do at this moment. What way am I connected? What am I supposed to do? The decision is taken by the ego. Ego says, if your past experiences with some yoga teacher or meditation teacher, if it is very happy or blissful experience, if you are satisfied, your ego says, yes, sit and listen. If your past experience with some other teacher is not good, if you are not happy with them, immediately your ego says, no, this is not for me, let's move. This is not for me. What you are supposed to do, that decision is taken by ego. See, the file moves from I to the Chakshu, DSP, from DSP to memory. Memory does the elimination process. From memory it goes to mind. Mind starts identifying. From mind it goes to ego. In the ego, you start deciding, what am I supposed to do? How I am supposed to respond at this situation. And once the ego decides, you start executing. You start deciding. If the process is simple like this, there will not be any problem. But process is complicated when you start storing past memories, the engraved memories. Sometimes, if you are hurt by somebody who was wearing white dress, even that can just come up. For example, if you are hurt by somebody in a particular place, when you cross that area next time, even if that person is not there, the same feeling, the same depression will rise in you. When you are suffering with engrams, when you are suffering with engraved memory, you will not be able to take the decision so straight. The files which is getting processed in your unconscious will get twisted. Constantly, you will be taking different kind of decisions. See, intellectually, if you analyze, you know smoking is injurious to health. Whatever data you collect through your senses, you know smoking is injurious to your health. According to your memory or mind, you know smoking is not good for your health. But suddenly the file takes a quantum leap to ego. From ego command comes, let me smoke. immediately you start smoking. Why? The decision taken by conscious mind is opposed by the unconscious zone. When the file takes a quantum leap from mind to ego, when a file takes a quantum leap from mind to ego, your engraved memories also play a role in your decision. If you decide in a very plain way, without the engraved memories, your life will be completely conscious. You will have the leader consciousness. If your decision making is affected by your engraved memory, you create more and more suffering for you and for others. Consciously you know smoking is injurious, but suddenly you decide from unconsciousness. A small story. One person came to me and he told, Swamiji, 1 week ago I read a book which explains how smoking disturbs our health, smoking disturbs our mental setup and everything. From then I dropped. I asked, oh, that's nice. You dropped smoking. No, Swamiji, I dropped reading like these confusing books. I just don't want to read these confusing books. When you are caught with the engrams, the decision by your conscious mind and the decision by unconscious mind will be totally different. The engrams takes away your intelligence. The engrams twist your decisions. When the engrams are more, it's like a file passing through so many tables. Each person puts his signature, writes his opinion. By the time file reaches the ego is completely confused. What decision it should take, it doesn't know. Constantly, if all the files have to move through the engram, you will never be able to decide. You will never be able to decide. Naturally, you will be suffering with dilemma and stress. As on now, the time taken for this process means time taken for the file to move from DSP to memory, memory to mind. This process is processing time, TP, conscious process. Time taken for the quantum leap, unconscious process. Actually, this zone, this unconscious zone only creates all difficulties in our being. Only this creates more and more difficulty. This time is a TQ, time taken for the quantum leap. If you are suffering too many engrams, if you have too many engrams in your unconsciousness, naturally this time, the time taken for the quantum leap will be more. Because the file has to move from table to table. Each engram is equivalent to a table. By the time the file comes to your table, you write your opinion. Then the file goes to the next table. That engram writes, he writes his opinion. Each one writes their opinion. By the time the file reaches the CEO, first thing, the file will be delayed. Next thing, CEO will be completely confused. The time taken for this quantum leap will be more. If this is more than this, you are in instinct level, just an animal level. We are an animal level. And one more thing, we always think that instinct means immediately we take decision. No. In instinct you suffer. Only in intuition you take immediate decisions. In instinct level, you don't take immediate decisions. Even if you take, you will not be deciding, you will be just throwing your responsibility. Deciding quickly and behaving responsibly is intuition. Just deciding without responsibility is what? Instinct. You decide, but you don't bother about the result. The instinct level, you take more time for process than the conscious process. The unconscious process takes more time than the conscious process itself. So this is, if this time is more, the unconscious process time is more, you are in instinct level. If the unconscious process time is equal to the conscious processing time, you are in intellectual level. You are in the level of man. If the unconscious processing time, if it is less than the conscious processing time, you are in intuition level. We speak so much about intuitive management. Constantly we are hearing the word intuitive management. But unless you remove your engrams, you will not be able to experience what I call intuition. One more thing. We always think, is it really something we call intuition exists? Is it possible? Let me give you a small example. Somebody asked me in one meditation program, Swamiji, many times when I enter some place, new place, suddenly I feel I have seen that place, I know that place. After a few minutes I can say everything clearly, what is there in which room and whole thing. When I go and see, it is there really, as I felt. And at some party, sometime, suddenly I feel after 5 minutes somebody is going to come, something is going to happen. And it really happens. When I get a call, when my telephone rings, suddenly I remember somebody's name. When I pick up the phone, I see that person is there on the line. Like this, many things happen in my life. Why? How? And I asked that group, how many of you have experienced this at least once in your life? Let us see in this group. How many of you have experienced something like this at least once in your life? See, in that group also I saw at least 80% of the people raising their hand. Here also again you can see 80%. If something happens in somebody's life once, rarely, you can say it's a coincidence. But when it happens in 80% of the people's life, how can we say it is coincidence? We can't say it is coincidence. There is something called intuition. There is something called intuition. How you experience that intuition at some moment, then why you are not able to experience that always? Wherever your engrams are active, whenever your engrams are active, you will not be able to experience that intuition. At some point, suddenly, even without your knowledge, the engrams are silenced. If you are in a deep fear, or if you are completely threatened, even your basic existence is threatened, or if you are completely relaxed, in a high energy or in a complete relaxation, both the time your engrams will not work. Your engrams will stop working. When your engrams stop working, you experience the intuition. You experience the intuition. This is the basic theory from yoga science. Now we will see a simple technique to silence the engrams or take decisions beyond the engrams. Before entering into the technique, I will spend few minutes answering your question because it's a too complicated theory. Only with questions we can analyze it. We will be able to internalize this understanding. I will be happy to receive your questions. Engram. For example, you are sitting in a beach. Somebody has abused you or disrespected you. After 2 years, you come back to the beach again. Neither that person is there, nor the same atmosphere is there, but you will have that same feeling. Even if you try to avoid, you will have that same mood. Somehow you will feel like you don't want to sit there. The beach is nowhere responsible, but somehow you associate that experience with that place. Like this, so many things. For example, when you have a disease, if you are admitted to hospital, after that, whenever you go through that hospital, that same memory will rise in you. That is why we associate experiences with places, experiences with people, experiences with things. Next time when you have the same thing, you will not have the same experience. Even joy, sweet. When you taste the sweet first time, your experience is different. Next time, your experience is different. But you try to create the same engram and you expect the same thing from that situation.